One of my favorite people in the entire basketball world is head coach Brad Brownell from Clemson University. And Brad, once again, you are another year of supporting 24 Hours of Nothing But Net. I can't even explain to you how proud we are to be associated with Clemson through the eyes of my son, Frankie, and in your relationship with him as well. Just sort of recap where you are right now in the season, because I know there's a lot of Clemson fans that are tuning in on our live stream that want to hear from you on what's happening.
Well, a little bit of everything, as you can imagine. You know, it's crazy, but we're still here in May, and you're still trying to put your roster together. Finishing those things up. Feel really good about our team, though. Like the group that we've brought in. We brought in some good freshmen. You know, we're looking to add a transfer or two to just keep us older, as we've talked about many times before. And as you well know from watching games, you need to be older to win in the ACC. And so we want to do that. And, you know, obviously PJ Hall is a phenomenal young player who's now going to be a junior for us that, you know, started to emerge last year as one of the better players in the ACC. I think he's on the verge of being an all ACC guy. And Hunter Tyson's had a great spring. He's one of the stories in college basketball that you really love, a guy who's been with you this will be his 5th season. A kid who's just developed and gotten better and better and grown with your program. He's all about Clemson. He's what we're about, Clemson grit. And I think he's going to have a very good senior year. He had a nice junior year last year, or grad year, I guess I should say. But he's doing some great things. So just really excited about our team. Chase Hunter's another guard that started to come on late last year, and I think is going to, you know, emerge as a really good player for us this year and take on more responsibility. So, you know, just excited about it. You know, ready to get everything settled so that we can kind of begin to make some plans. We're taking our team to France in August, so that's going to be a fun trip, chance for our group to grow together and do some sightseeing, have some fun away from basketball, and then also play a few games. So should be great. We're excited to kind of do some of those new things together.
I know, and you know how hard it is to win in the ACC. It's not an easy task at all. And to be able to have some experienced players coming back, and in today's climate, you're constantly recruiting your own players. We all know how good PJ Hall is and Hunter Tyson, and getting Hunter to come back for his 5th year, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. That injury in the midseason obviously affected the year, but to get him back for another year, not just the basketball side of it, Brad, but the culture of Clemson and what is so special and unique. I define it a certain way. I always say I was going to Clemson for 30 years, up Perimeter Road, Little John Coliseum, back down Perimeter Road to 85, never went on campus, none of that. What is special and unique about Clemson, and why guys like Hunter Tyson and PJ Hall have been so special in your culture?
Yeah. Well, I think obviously one of the things that is just unique about Clemson is you've got this town of 20,000 people, and you know, thanks to President Clements, who's done a phenomenal job of you know, just not only increasing enrollment at our university, but fundraising and increasing the quality of students here and just the student experience. Clemson is kind of on the map. I know we had over 40,000 applicants last year for our freshman class. It's one of the hot places to go, and it's because it's a great place. It's people at Clemson. I tell everybody, when somebody in Clemson asks you how you're doing, they really mean it. Like, they want to know how you're doing. And I think it's that connection, that individual attention that we really pride ourselves on, because we are, you know, 24,000 enrollment with 20,000, you know, folks in town here. We see each other a lot. We're in each other's lives. We see each other at the grocery store. We see each other downtown. We see each other at sporting events. We really want to support one another. And that just makes it different. And it's something you can't describe until you're here. But when you are here, I think you feel a genuine concern and helpfulness from people that is second to none. And, you know, when we talk about family, a lot of people do, but Clemson family is special. It's unique. And certainly, hopefully your son, Frankie, has experienced that.
Well, there's no question about it. Frankie has had the full college experience. He has just graduated, so he'll still be around Clemson and he'll be working. And you'll still see him because I know he's still going to come to the games. I don't know how he gets into the arena sometimes. I think he sneaks in or has a certain way that he knows how to get in for your games. But Brad, talk about your team and Clemson Life and how they sort of flow together and why you think that is such an important part of your team and your culture with the Clemson Life students.
Yeah, it's just, man, it's a phenomenal connection. We've had several Clemson Life students serve as managers for our team and gotten really close with them and really tried to help provide them a unique experience and see Clemson in a different way. And, Dabo and I early on were asked if we would, do a clinic for the Clemson Life kids. And so we obviously we said, yes, this is great. Put our players with the Clemson Life students for, an hour or so. And then we usually eat with them and spend some time together. And just to see the smiles on their face, the energy, the positive vibes that you get from being around those kids who are so excited, so happy. I mean, man, it just makes you feel good. It warms your heart. It certainly is a great reality check and reminder to our players how thankful they are and need to be. And so we've been doing that for years. Now it's kind of spread to where almost every team at Clemson has a clinic day. And so the Clemson Life is just a special brand of Clemson. I mean, it's just another piece of what makes Clemson great and special. And I think what they do is remarkable in terms of integrating them not only into the student body, but into the community and then life after the community. When they do graduate, they help find them jobs. One of our guys, Stephen Fleming, who's been away from us now for several years, is working for the Atlanta Hawks. And so it's rewarding. It's unique, certainly. And it's just, I mean, you just can't help but be proud of what Clemson is and how they've done this. And I've had so many families and, obviously all the managers that we've had, I talked to all their families and, we keep in contact with them long after the kids graduate, and the way they talk about Clemson and the experience their kids have, it just makes you feel good to be a part of it.
Stephen Fleming is a friend of mine. He and I exchange cell phone numbers. So every once in a while, he reaches out. I love talking to him. And I'm so proud of the Atlanta Hawks for giving him an opportunity to have a job, because he's capable. He's very good at what he does. And you trained him well to be ready to handle the basketball operations side of, being at practice and what it takes to be a manager and to be involved. One of the numbers I learned about Clemson over the weekend from graduation was there are 650 student volunteers in the Clemson Life program. I think the Clemson Life program has become a part of sort of an initiation, if you will, for a lot of students on campus. And you already sort of mentioned the culture. But when you hear 650 students volunteer their time to help 45 students on campus that are in the Life program, it's got to be a proud number for the university.
Well, it is. And I think it just speaks to, what Clemson's all about. I mean, taking care of each other, looking out for one another, Clemson family. There are so many kids that want to get involved. I know my daughters used to do it, take part in a situation where they would go eat lunch with them and just, every week or every other week. And just, I think it's as good for those kids as it is for the Clemson Life kids, right? I mean, just to take a break, to go spend some time with kids that are so positive and so excited and happy to see you. I mean, they make you feel good because every time you see them, they're calling out your name and they're smiling. And I mean, it's the reward for you is so much more selfishly than it is for them in my mind. I mean, and I think our students feel that. And that's why there's so many folks that want to get involved with it. The Clemson Life program could be, they could have hundreds, right, of students, but obviously you've got to be able to manage it. You got to be able to do it at an elite level. And that's what our university does. I think we do is, almost everything at an elite level. And I think, again, the interpersonal communication, the connections that you make at Clemson are real. The family feel you get is, it's hard to describe until you're here. And that's something that we try to sell in recruiting as well.
Now, Brad, I love you. I love everything about what you do. You're such a great teacher. The incredible access that I've been able to gain professionally from learning around your environment is just off the charts. I wish everyone gave me the kind of access or the kind of trust. I know you got to earn it, but you know, I wish that was the case, except I've got one major problem.
Okay.
Why were you trying to teach Frankie defense? We don't talk about defense around here. You know that. It's all offense.
We can't. I know that at home it's about shooting and scoring, right? But there does need to be balance in life and everything that he does. And so we just thought, hey, we could take a few minutes out of our clinic to make him try to be part of the all defensive team as well, because he's certainly athletic and competitive enough, as you well know.
Yes.
And he's feisty enough.
Yes, he is. I can tell you, those are the moments when I get that text from you with a picture of him in a defensive slide that I'm laughing and crying at the same time, because I just love that you know that's just going to get me.
That's right. That's exactly right.
That's what friends do. That's exactly the way it is. Okay, I got one more challenge for you.
Okay.
I just happened to create a little pickup game in the driveway of the president's house. We had what started out.
You're a Hall of Famer, so you're a big time. Like I haven't even been invited to the president's house for pickup games. I've been over there a few other times. Well, I don't get invited for pickup basketball. You guys are special.
You got to invite yourself. That's what I did. I reached out to Beth. Beth Clement said, "Yeah, come on, you can come and play." I said, "It's one thing on the bucket list we haven't done is shoot hoops." Jim and Beth kept promising me I could come over there and play. So I just happened to bring 40 or 50 Clemson Life teachers and students with me.
Wow.
And we had quite the time. So we want to go to the Brownell house and play some hoops. That's next on our list. And then we're going to get over to Dabo's house. That's on our list. So I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
To be prepared that I will be.
You know what's crazy is, so I took my goal down. We had a goal, but we took it down. The girls left, and we just kind of, I don't get many shots up anymore. A few here in the office or at the gym here in Little John, but I don't get many shots up at home anymore. If I've got spare time at home, my wife's got me doing something, or I'm getting out of there in the summer to go play golf or go to the lake.
That's it.
I'm not worrying about my stroke anymore. My stroke, not as good as it once was, and it's certainly not as good as yours.
Well, we'll arrange a game maybe in your second home, maybe in Little John. Maybe we'll do that. But I'm just letting you know, I'm going to be coming for you with the Clemson Life students with a major pickup game. All you need to do is just let me in, and I'll take care of the rest.
We can make it happen.
Speaking of stroke, I'm shooting until my arm falls off. I'm in 2-a-days getting ready, and I set the bar pretty high. I've averaged 92% over the last 3 years. So it's quite a task when you're getting AARP mail, as I like to say. You're
trying to sandbag just like you do on the golf course. That's not going to work here. I know you too well. That's not going to work here. You know better than that.
Well, listen, we're going to have some fun in the driveway on May 14 and 15. And for those people that are listening and watching that are, fans of Frankie's, fans of Clemson, fans of Special Olympics, I mean, just kind of your parting shot on, what you hope we'll be able to do. We've raised $415,000 in the first 3 years. I expect that number to keep going up this year. And it's not about the free throws. It's about the story and the platform. And I'm doing this not because I have to, because I get to, because I can.
Well, what you're doing is remarkable, special. It's, but people that know you know that this is what you do. Right. You're a giver. You're somebody that's given your life to basketball and obviously now have taken on this special Olympics as well. And so it's not surprising to any of us, you're very well deserved in the Hall of Fame. I'm so proud and happy for you because you deserve that. And I know you would never pat yourself on the back, but what you've done in the men's game, women's game to help basketball and now helping Special Olympics means the world to us. You know how special you are. And I'm just so thankful that I've gotten a chance to get to know you in my time at Clemson. Frankie, it's helped me with a connection with Clemson Life. And I know folks all through, South Carolina, especially all us Clemson folks are, watching and just really proud to be a part of it. So I can't thank you enough.
Well, I can't thank you enough, Brad. I know this is a busy time. I know you're trying to put your roster together, but we're not going away from Clemson. So I'll see you up there fairly soon, as Frankie's going to be a a tax-paying contributor to the community.
Well, we're
So,
glad that he's staying.
Yes, thank you so much, Brad,
All right.
and appreciate everything you do, and thanks so much for your friendship on this event as well.
Absolutely. Great to be with you.